Hi, everybody. Hi. I feel like I always usually start this panel standing up, so I'm going to do that with your permission. Good morning.
Afternoon.
Good afternoon. Do I have any other West Coasters in here? That is okay. See, so it's morning still. So
for
yeah.
one of them.
Yeah, that still checks out. Welcome in. This is the Bronies React panel. Thank you for being here. You guys excited? Ponyville Ciderfest 2023? So now I'm going to sit.
Sit down.
With your permission. To my right, I have Saberspark.
Hi. Thank you. Appreciate you.
And to my left, Silver Quill. And I'm ACRacebest. So we like asking this question at the beginning of the panels just to kind of get an idea. Is there anybody out there who doesn't know what Bronies React is? Like you wandered in here, you saw it on the schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brony Dance Party is like, I have no idea what...
Who are these people?
So for anyone that doesn't know, we are a series on YouTube that started many years ago now. Back in 2012, we put out our first Bronies React, and we've been going ever since. And these panels, they aren't just about Bronies React. You can ask any of us questions about anything that anyone's working on. Anything. Just about anything.
Anything.
Like anything. All right?
Anything. Ooh la la.
You guys with me? Yeah?
Follow.
Yeah.
You concur.
The AV's already ready to cut the Q&A mic. Like, no, we're not doing this. Thank you for coming on out. So who's been here? First off, who are our locals here to Milwaukee? We got some locals. So is this feels like, I was worried it was gonna be a lot colder when I got here. So is this like warmer for this time of year, or is this about, it is? It is. So are you telling me it's not gonna snow this year?
It's balmy. It's already snow.
Balmy?
Balmy.
This is balmy.
Balmy. A snowy Halloween?
How many inches?
There was a nice blizzard about an inch.
Okay. Yeah, cool.
It's enough to work with.
Yeah.
So,
It's enough to keep those darn kids off my lawn.
right. So like
kids.
are the local kids like, oh, it's snowing, I don't care, it's candy time? Like,
I never see trick-or-treaters anymore.
I got
Like,
trick-or-treaters in the middle of the blizzard.
really?
Yep.
Cool.
good.
Determined.
Did you give them like extra candy?
I only got like 15 kids at my family's home.
Yeah.
Because no one comes to my neck of the woods for trick-or-treat, so I just fill in at the parents' place.
I feel
They're
like
like-
kids have gotten really snobby as of late, where they're like, I'm not going to your one-bedroom studio apartment for candy.
That's right. I demand candy from a two-bedroom house.
Right.
To be fair, I didn't go to the one-bedroom studio apartments either.
Like, the kids are like looking through Zillow, they're like, they still owe money on their house.
Oh, that's a good point. Do the kids these days, do they have like an app? Like, oh, this is the address to go to for the good Halloween candy? Right. If not, don't steal my idea.
Right.
Gonna make some money. So with this panel, we always enjoy just working off of all of you guys. So we have a Q&A mic here. Again, feel free, if it's a weird question, don't worry about it. We like to have random ones, and we're gonna start off with Rocky with a cooler.
What's in the cooler?
Severed head.
Someone's soul.
In a brown paper bag.
In a brown paper bag.
In a brown-
Even
uh-oh.
better.
Uh-oh.
What? See, you know this guy comes to play.
You sound nice, check one.
Uh-oh.
All right, let's see what we got.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
10 or 11 years ago, this man did one of the bravest things ever. He went on national television and proclaimed that he was a brony.
Is this Steve Harvey's head?
Steve Harvey, no.
And
Family Feud.
it was his birthday this month, and it is now the tradition. I have brought him cheese curds.
Oh my gosh, those are cheese curds?
Woo! Dude, that's a lot! The table shook.
Them some hefty curves.
And now, this time, there is not a nasty surprise in those cheese curds because ACRacebest does not like pickles.
Yeah.
However, there are pickle-flavored cheese curds, believe it or not.
Good.
And he mixed those in with the other selection. Thank you so much.
welcome.
There's so many cheese curds here, guys. We can feed the whole convention.
Throw in people's mouths.
Now, would you all join me?
Uh-oh.
Happy birthday to you.
Shot, shot, shot.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear ACRacebest. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, thank you guys.
Let's give it up for him.
Yeah, can we give it up for Rocky here?
Yeah. Here, hold on.
And give it up for Elwin who has to put up with Rocky. Yeah. This is so much fun. Daring Do.
It's like a drug deal, you know? I only
I got good
How many grams is that one?
Yes, the cooperative creamer.
What?
Except for the pickle. Except for the pickle. Yeah,
You are too good to me. Oh my gosh.
This is considered contraband down the southeast.
Do you guys like just to really emphasize this? Like this is a very heavy bag, guys. Yeah. That is a heavy bag. It's like
Broke my wrist.
And you thought you had to worry about Ellie Ray. I'll be the one to break the stage.
Careful, the table's on your shirt.
All right.
So, hi.
Hello, Elwin.
I have a gift for you, Race. You may have already seen these, and this one is for Sarah. Sarah, 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 Sarah.
The newer people in the audience are like,
Who?
So, may I come up?
yeah.
Let's see what you got here.
You know, I'll do that.
Well, there you go.
What do we have, Elwin?
Be careful. You can move the camera out of the way.
I'm not moving his camera.
Here.
Break it.
I will. So this is for my wife Sarah, symbolizing her cutie mark, and then a couple. Yeah, you got the Ready Player Dumb sticker on there. By the way, after this panel, we're gonna do a Ready Player Dumb meetup over somewhere in that direction because I know there were a couple people asking. Also, I forgot the stickers. I need to go get the stickers from my room. I'll come back. I promise. Oh, so there's mine.
And the podcast.
Oh, this is okay. See now I'm like.
And then the podcast.
And then we have the Semi-Perfect Podcast. Do we have any Semi-Perfect Podcast viewers here? Well, thank you so much, Elwin. Can we get a round of applause for Elwin? This is Elwin. Well, thank you. Your family is nuts, by the way.
I know. I've lived with them for 22 years. I know.
Be proud of it. It's awesome.
And then I do have a question on the Ready Player Dumb train.
Sure.
What has been your favorite game you have played on Ready Player Dumb?
Favorite game that I've played. Oh man. So there's games that we've played on Ready Player Dumb, some of which we've like some are games that I revisited from like childhood, like
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts. Other games are ones that I'm playing for the first time. So there's been some like really pleasant surprises in there. And then there's like the surprises that scare the crap out of me, like when we played the Outlast DLC.
Yep.
And I was like, oh, I wasn't expecting what was going to happen here on this most recent spooky season.
Spooky season, best season.
I've had a lot of fun with like, especially when we get like a group of people to play together when we were doing like the Among Us games. And
Are you guys going to play the new map that came out like last month?
No, all of our friendships have deteriorated from our first rounds of playing Among Us. There's nobody left. Yeah, no, we'll probably dip into that. And then, currently right now I'm like huge on like Sea of Thieves. And,
Love Sea of Thieves. Love Sea of
Any pirates out there? Anyone that plays Sea of Thieves? Have any of you particularly just gone after me and kept sinking me? Because it feels like it feels like people go after me. But no, a lot of them, we've had so much fun with so many of the games, and now there's so many of them that we've played. It's hard to pinpoint just one, but
Thank you very much.
thank you. Hello.
Hello. So, as you may heard, or who am I even kidding? You heard about this. Last year, a rock bottom brewery closed permanently. Yeah. So my question is, how are you going to pass through this, and what's the best way to get the best cheese curds now that rock bottoms are gone?
Make the ones he was given. I guess.
Yeah, just have a birthday.
We're good now.
We're good. We're set. What's the name of that one place? Apple Bombers, or what it's called?
AJ Bombers.
AJ Bombers makes good cheese curds.
Yeah.
Lakefront Brewery makes good cheese curds. They're out there.
Okay.
Rock Bottom. It's so wild because it's like a chain, right?
I think there are some.
Go figure. Chicago.
Oh, that's like, what, 2 hours away, an hour away? Let's go.
Let's go there.
Let's
That's
go.
right. That's all it takes to hit rock bottom, 2 hours.
Have you eaten at Rock Bottom?
There are a few of those in Colorado, so yeah.
Oh.
So if you
Do they serve cheese curds at that one?
You know, I don't think they do.
So here's the thing: is the cheese curds were like a weird menu item at the Rock Bottom Brewery here, where I think at one point they were on the menu, and then they took them off the menu, but they would still serve them as requested. And then we went, and they were like, "We don't do them." Last year, Saber's like, "I'm going to ask anyways," and they're like, "Yes, we do
got
them
them.
again." And then they closed.
Just a few weeks after the convention ended.
It was, yeah.
So heartbreaking.
You have given the forbidden curds to mere mortals. We hereby shut you down.
Yeah, I don't know what it
Shadow
was.
Council.
But those were like so good.
They're really
Yeah.
crispy and tasty.
Yeah. Oh well then.
Rest in
Oh
peace.
well. Does anyone else have suggestions for cheese curds out there? Like anywhere that yes?
Just a couple blocks away. The Harley Davidson Museum Restaurant has got really good.
Harley Davidson Museum Restaurant.
Someone said, who's on third?
Who's on third is pretty good.
I don't know. Third base.
I thought I said something that like made everyone like jump into that. Like, what's on second? Oh.
Who's on third?
But yeah,
Okay, so who's
thanks
on
again.
Thank you.
Thank
you
you.
very much. Well, thank you for helping us out with our food
Yes.
this weekend, everyone. Hello.
Hi, I did this last year and I'm going to do it again, so speedrun time. What does CAC stand for? How do I get on Bronies React? Are you going to do another Bronies React on G5? Can you tell the story of how you met Lauren Frost in the elevator? And for last but not least, who is best pony?
You got the speed run.
Lord, that's-
Bingo. Do you want me to answer all those? Because I can.
Of course.
All right. Sweet. All right. So AC, Acorn Cafe, or Antichrist, or H Cheddar, or whatever you want to call it. Do you have a good AC pun in you, Silver Quill?
all complete?
What?
All complete?
All complete?
Yes. Area code. Yeah.
Oh,
All complete race best?
that's very sweet.
I try.
Thank you.
Oh, would you rather a criminal?
A criminal.
A criminal
race fest.
You've been hit by boom boom. You've been struck by a criminal ACRacebest.
A criminal.
How about that song by Silver? That was really nice, right?
Oh, wow, now you're lying.
Come see him sing more tomorrow.
Oh,
at Who's
God.
Line.
If you ever heard a hoedown that made you want to rip your ears off.
I'm afraid to know the puns you could come up with that game. So that was the AC, and then you. Who's your favorite pony? Saber.
Sunset Shimmer.
Sunset.
Fluttershy.
As a human. Fluttershy.
Fluttershy's my fave.
Rainbow Dash.
There you go.
Okay, that was 2 of like your 5 questions.
How do I get on Bronies React?
How do you get into Bronies React?
Practice.
I'm just happy people are still asking this question these days, guys, as opposed to why is there still Bronies React? So Bronies React, in large part now, like it started out where, you know, it was a lot of, when I first started doing it, I wanted to be able to bring people to the screen, like their face to the screen that maybe a lot of people knew from the fandom, but otherwise, like knew their work, but otherwise didn't really get to know their personality. And so that was a really fun part of the process was, bringing in and getting to know a lot of other content creators. Not necessarily people that were like, as someone would say, popular. That's a cool mic stand. You got. Mine doesn't do that. But people that, like for me, made an impact. I look back at, for example, do you guys remember the Spartans? I'm sure there's probably some still walking around in this con. But Artie and Twilight Spartan when we first met them. That was out at Pacific PonyCon back in 2016, and they were just so funny. And I'm like, I was like, where did these guys come from?
Right, who are these guys?
And so they made a really big impact, and we're like, we got to have them on Bronies React. You know, like it was stuff like that where, you know, and not that it has stopped, but for me, a lot of it now is I enjoy working with, you know, like close friends. Recently, have you guys seen the newest Bronies React that we just put out? DB Pony and Hirosashi, you know, they're longtime friends, and I'm like, both these guys crack me up. Like, I should invite them on. And so, you know, it's people like that where I've enjoyed working with over the years, and yeah. So that was 4. There was a question about an elevator. Did that involve Lauren?
Yep.
Yeah. Was the question just what happened?
Yep.
What happened, Saber?
I embarrassed myself in front of Lauren Faust by, like, her. When these elevator doors were opening, Race and I were like playing with balloon swords, and I was like, we're acting like idiots, like smacking each other like kids. And I was like, it'd be funny if Lauren standing there, and the elevator doors opened, and she was standing right there. And I just felt mortified. Where I'm like, I embarrassed myself in front of Mom. You know.
First impressions.
First impressions, yeah.
And then what's fun is the kind of full circle with that is that apparently Lauren brought that up when you saw her like a couple years later.
Yeah, she remembered.
So
I was like,
yeah.
No, it's a core memory of cringe. A cringe core memory.
I'm sure most of your guys' core memories of us are cringe. So did I hit all the questions or did I miss one?
I think you did. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello, AC.
Hello, ACRacebest.
Hi.
I would like to ask a question to all of you. This is for all the 3 panelists. How do you come up with hosting a great panel for a pony convention? And what makes the panel get attention for the audience? And another one, what does AC stands for?
I'm gonna get, if everyone doesn't ask me what the AC stands for, I'm just gonna get disappointed. So your first question was it how do you come up with panels?
Yeah, great panels for pony conventions. And
So how do you come up, okay, so how do you come up with the panels and how do you basically garner an audience for it?
Yeah.
Silver, you got?
Well, I mean, if you're active in the fandom and just putting your work out there, people will see you're on the schedule and be like, oh, I remember that person from this, this, and this, yada, yada. Or maybe you just come up with a very interesting title. Unfortunately, you're kind of competing with other titles for that time block. So you got to make it sound interesting. So a title on the program can be a really big draw. I mean, I say after the fact live and people show up. Oh, this is funny. At BabsCon this year, I had no one show up because history of a Japanese philosophy was right up against toasty riders. Now think about that. History of Japanese philosophy, toasty riders.
Yeah.
If you sell a schedule, I'm not offended if you go this way because that makes more sense.
So now he calls it Silver Quill's OnlyFans.
So, oh yeah, her head. Ooh la la. So a title, I think, really helps sell a panel right off the bat. But you also want to promote it as much as you can through your social media, through Twitter, YouTube, DVR, whatever you got.
Yeah.
Yep.
You got anything?
Put down free pizza in your title. For your panel. That always works. You get somebody. Some very disappointed Italians.
Okay.
Another thing that kind of comes with it, because like for us, we've been doing this for so long that eventually a panel will also like just have a reputation. All of ours are terrible, but they have a reputation. And so like the Hooves Line show, for example, when we took that over, we started doing that ourselves, I think in 2014.
Yeah.
And you know, if you're able to have that presence, because sometimes it's just a matter of, you know, getting your foot in the door, showing the conventions that like, hey, not only can I run a panel, but look, I was able to, you know, bring some people out. Because I think sometimes there's a misconception about like how the panel process works. You know, everybody can submit a panel, but it's going back to Silver's point, making it sound interesting. enough for the first pass is having the convention say, oh yeah, no, we would like to have something like that here. And then, you know, once you're able to start building a reputation, then they know, okay, well, this person's run panels, because that's oftentimes a question you'll get asked, is have you run this panel or any panel before? So they know that they're able to, you know, entrust that with you. And, you know, there's that whole process to it. But, you know, a lot of it sometimes is just the legwork, the years you put in. You know, for many years, you know, it was a matter of us just coming to a lot of these conventions and wanting to host panels, and luckily they took off in a way that the conventions kept wanting them. So it's been cool. It's been really nice. Like you all showing up for this Bronies React panel after we've been doing this for over 10 years. Like give yourselves a round of applause. Thank you for being here.
Thank you. Yes.
So hopefully that helps.
What's the AC stand for again?
What does the AC stand? What does your AC stand for?
It's actually my first name initials. Some of them think it's a meme. Some call me a chicken. A chicken like pony.
Automatically constipated.
That's it. Automatically constipated.
Ooh, acapella?
And you all know why.
All right, thank you so much.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
Oh, she's gonna read a book and go, hi.
What chapter are you
Oh,
on?
I'm sorry, I was reading a book. Boo, get new material.
Oh my God, he's not here.
There.
Wow.
She's talking about a parole officer.
I know.
Hi, Nora.
If you were my parole officer, I wouldn't be here, would I?
You gonna ask a question about Gabe?
No.
Okay, he's gone. He's dead. Black Griffin is dead.
I hate you so much already, and you already know that. Anyway, my question is, considering the theme of the convention is books, stories, and since I'm reading one, what's your favorite book?
Favorite book?
I have this really good coloring book at home.
That you've read.
It's called the Bible.
I can't read.
Can't read.
Well, you know, I got this really old book at home, but I got as far as Klaatu Verata, and after that it started to get a little weird to say.
You know, I'm a basic ass boy. The Hobbit. I just love it.
That's not basic. That's
I read that book all the time. It's just so good. It's by some like new guy.
Hey, it's funny because I remember reading like some book series when I was younger that I'm like, I got really into. I read Hardy Boys.
Hardy Boys was easy, and then Nancy Drew was really hard to read.
Gee, I wonder why.
Advanced reading, Nancy Drew.
My favorite book would be Ender's Game. Someone introduced me to that in college, and I thought it was just fantastic.
What do you think of the movie?
Not living up to the book.
No.
I mean, there's only so much you could convey in a 2-hour time frame.
And Harrison Ford grunts.
But then also there was just a lot of Ender's Game they didn't include in it. So you don't get the same sense of struggle that this poor kid's going through.
Do you guys remember in school, some of you are probably still in school, but like how they would have those like reading sessions where everyone would have like a different character? Like, did anyone do this where like
That's a thing?
you'd read through like Shakespeare? Yeah?
Yeah, we did that.
Yeah, I remember reading Romeo and Juliet, and we were each assigned characters, and I was
Really?
yeah, I was the guy that
Romeo.
Mercutio, Tybalt,
Mercutio?
I couldn't tell you the name, but I can tell
Benvolio?
you that in the do you guys remember the movie
Yeah,
with
of
like
course.
Leonardo DiCaprio?
yeah.
Okay, I was the driver version, but in the actual Romeo and Juliet. And I remember I was like, cool, I'm the driver. I'm the guy who drives the car. I think he was the
The
one
John
who also like
Leguizamo
caused
character?
them. What's that?
The John Leguizamo character?
Maybe?
Did you all ever play popcorn in school with rating? You know what I'm talking about? Oh, yeah. Yeah. You were that one classmate who would read the entire paragraph into the last word and go, popcorn, and leave like the last word for the last student to read.
I have never heard of that game.
Were you that kid?
Yeah. I'm like, I can't wait to be funny. And the student would just keep reading the entire time and leave me one word. I'm like, eh.
Well, it's like when you had a substitute teacher and they'd read out the names and someone would be like, cupcake, and everyone's like, that's the greatest joke.
Right.
I love that joke. Was I the only one that loved that joke?
What are you talking about?
I don't get it.
Did you not get that? Like everyone would say here and then someone would be like, when they call my name, I'm going to say cupcake.
Oh, present.
This must be a Southern California thing. Never mind.
I'm just
about?
You wouldn't understand. All right, bye, Nora.
Nora, what's your favorite book?
Yeah, what's your favorite book?
Oh God, it depends.
Good omens.
Don Quixote.
What?
Don,
No.
Don Quixote.
No, it's no. First of all,
The Little Mermaid.
that is not a book. Your book. Oh.
The Raven is the closest she could get to a black griffin.
Oh, shut up!
50 Shades of Gabe.
I hate you all so much. But no, my favorite book has to be.
50 Shades of Gabe.
My favorite book.
50 Shades.
Should I say it?
There I say it.
It's called Space Opera. It's basically about a space music contest, and it's so cool.
Space opera, okay.
Yeah, look it up. And it's just who wrote that, Captain Volante. It's amazing.
I prefer the movie.
Wait,
It's too crazy for a movie.
The space opera scene from The Fifth Element, where she's like,
That's not that space.
Okay, gotcha.
But space opera is also a genre of science fiction. We're talking about good titles. That author just knew people were going to Google best space opera. Oh, look, here's a book titled Space Opera. I win.
Done.
Next question.
Titles.
All right, so longtime watcher of the RPD iRacing streams,
Thank you.
I figured out what the AC stands for. It stands for always crashing.
Wow. Security.
So,
Can
so
we
my
remove
question-
this man from the panel?
So
They
my
don't have
question for
security.
everyone is, who is worst, Pony?
Who is worse, Pony?
Yes.
Who is worse, Pony?
Where's Pony?
I know my answer. Some of you might not like it.
What's your answer?
Trixie.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
She drove me crazy. I did not like her. Yeah, and I know like there's certainly Trixie sympathizers out there, but yeah, for me, does anyone here like Trixie? Like, be proud, show it off.
Why? Why do you like Trixie?
Be great, be powerful.
Tell us why. Why do you like Trixie?
Why do you like Trixie? Because she fights with Twilight, is that what you said?
Because she messes with her.
She messes with her?
That's fair.
Okay. I mean, yeah. She does do that. So Twilight's second worst then.
See, my least favorite would be, I don't know if he's ever named to the show, but the fans call him Crafty Crate. He's this big stallion, kind of roundish. In putting your hoof down, he's the one who tries to scam Fluttershy over overcharging for just a couple cherries. He's like, oh, don't be such a doormat, kid. Now, when you're being that dishonest and you blame the other person, you are an irredeemable soul. You're done.
Yep.
You're done. So anytime I can throw some shade his way in a video, I shall.
Very nice. Do you have a worst Pony?
I'm getting tired of saying Rainbow Dash. I'm getting tired. Starlight Glimmer? Nah. Do you all like G5 so far?
That's fine.
Do you all have a least favorite character from that so far?
The dragon.
The dragon.
He's actually been getting better.
Baby Yoda.
Is there anyone genuinely, and it's okay, I want to see at least one hand go up, that likes the dragon?
Security.
Hey, I like all you guys.
Is the orange pony, is she even like the main character anymore? Sunny. I feel like
Applejack?
I feel like Pip kind of took over.
No, Pip's just annoying.
Sunny is kind of a main character, but she's stalling. She's hovering in terms of character arc.
You had good input on the last Bronies React about your issues with what they're with the character.
Has it gotten any better?
Well, Sunny is still being in kind of a holding pattern. She's happy where she is in Maritime Bay and how things are going. Zip always seems to be the one who's the most proactive, the most investigative, curious about the world, and driven. So she, I feel, has taken over as main character.
Do you think having it so close to G4 is doing more harm than good?
Well,
It doesn't know how to do it, sit on its own 4 legs.
You know, I feel like you could have produced a show 10 years down the line from G4 and it would still be in G4 shadow.
Yeah.
I mean, for a time, that was the My Little Pony. Gen 1, most of you weren't alive for that. Gen 3.5, God have mercy.
Most of you wish you weren't alive for that.
But G4 was the big uniter for a time, and now it's going to be the standard for, I think, a good many generations to come.
Do you think G5 is being ruined, like compared to G4, or like is that too extreme to say, like, oh, this is ruining My Little Pony? Or do y'all feel like, yeah, it's fine? Oh, it's fine. You love it? I'm not trying to throw shade. I'm genuinely curious how folks are feeling about it so far.
It exists.
It exists. Right.
Although I have to ask, who here has seen this week's Tell Your Tale? Okay, for those who have not, it pretty much is going to spoil the next chapter they're releasing on Netflix. So you might want to steer
Wait,
clear.
is Tell Your Tale the 2D one?
Yeah, it's the 2D on YouTube, yeah.
How do you know without saying it, like, how do you know it's spoiling?
Because I watched it.
Wait, you watched the next chapter? Wait.
I watched the Tell Your Tale, the YouTube 2D, and it covers a lot of material that we're anticipating for Chapter 6.
Oh, I gotcha.
Wait, so there's the 2D stuff?
Netflix, and I can't go much further because there's a guitar mic stand in my way. I'm going to tip it over. It's tipping.
Wait, does the 2D and the 3D, like, do they have the same narrative flow, or is it working?
Well, apparently I learned this at Everfree. The folks who do the YouTube stuff, they get the script from the Netflix series and they build around that. So they kind of dabble in. So it's make your mark, spawns Tell Your Tale. Tell Your Tale tries to tie in, but twice now they've jumped the gun. They've given away too much.
Oh, that's weird.
Time frame. So my head is spinning with all these plot lines and contradictions. This is what happens if you become a YouTube reviewer. Turn away lest you go mad.
Right. And you want to be broke.
So give a little time before you watch Tell Your Tale again. Just watch the Netflix first.
Okay, word.
And then you can compare and contrast. Who dares say no to me?
So hopefully that answers your worst pony question about it. Thank you for asking.
G'day.
Hello.
I've been watching you guys for a while, so this is kind of surreal just to seeing you like as real people. This is crazy. I used to hide behind the couch and watch episodes of Bronies React because I was using up all the Wi-Fi. My family hated it, but it was worth it because it was funny. Anyway, my first question is, out of all the Bronies React episodes that you did, which was the most fun to like put together, just in general?
The most fun.
And the second one is, I need all opinions for this one. Out of all the G4 MLP characters, which would be the best one to add to Fortnite?
To add to what?
The best one to what?
To add to Fortnite. Oh, and also, what does the Saber and Saberspark stand for?
So the best one to act as a foil?
To Fortnite, sorry, my accent sucks.
Oh, Fortnite!
Yes.
Oh. I'm such an old man.
We don't have
Fortnite.
The speakers are actually pointed away from us.
Yeah, so we sometimes work with echo.
Yeah, sorry, boss.
Sorry. Okay.
Fortnite, yeah. What's that?
Oh, it's this fun little thing by Epic Games. It's like that, it makes use of the Unreal Engine. It's like these bunch of guys drop on an island. They like do things.
Okay.
It's like it's an up and coming game. You know, it's like.
Is it like Halo?
It's like indie development. You know, kind of like Toby Fox. Like.
Okay.
I've seen
like
dances come out of there. That'd be great.
Go ahead. You make Bronies React so you answer the first question.
So the most fun one to put together. Well, I also I guess throw this back to you guys if there's a most fun one to film or least aggravating.
The Halloween ones are fun with the costumes.
Yeah, I've always had fun seeing what people would come up with in those. I enjoyed that you and Jax both were Bane that one year. And
my mind sucked.
Yeah, you were Walmart Bane.
Walmart Bane with the plastic mat, face mat. That's right. God dang, it's so long ago.
Silver. Do you have a favorite one? You've kind of upped your production. Now you got the multi-angle thing going on.
Yes, I started with just a camera in my living room and really bad lighting, and I've been trying to make it more enjoyable ever since. And so the multicam, I don't even know if it's that fun, but
YouTube famous, and you got a big setup there.
Yep. I thought everyone had a lot of fun with the MLP movie.
Yeah, that was fun.
That one.
That was 6 years ago.
Wow, yeah, time flies.
No, what's weird is that. So wait, Pony started in 2010. So
2011-ish?
7 years after 2007. Wait, because Pony's movie came out in 2007, right?
2017.
2017? 2007.
It time traveled.
So it's now been 7 years since the movie, right?
So you're saying it's right?
It's right in the middle, where there's 7 years before, and now it's 7 years after. Oh man, we're getting old.
We're getting old.
Shoot, dude.
Speak up, Sonny. I
grab
can't
my
hear you.
cane.
Back when the Ponies movie came, that was a good movie. I loved it.
In my day, I remember.
For me, I've always, I think my favorite stuff is when I know there's going to be a surprise for the audience, and typically it goes to the people in the reacts too, because I'm usually working one-on-one with individuals. I think back to when we had M.A. Larson on, who, by the way, he sought me out to be in the Bronies React. Yeah, hey, can I be in one? Just don't tell anybody that I asked. It'd be embarrassing.
Keep it off the record. We don't need to talk about that.
I make sure to tell everyone. But seeing the reaction from everybody, not just the audience, but also my fellow reactors who were like, wait, now, when did this happen? What the heck? Same with the end of Generation 4 React, where I went through and brought back almost everybody that had been part of Bronies React in some capacity. And that was a cool one, because we also got a lot of the show staff involved in that, and just seeing how many people were willing, to send in a video clip and be part of it. I was just like, oh, this is so cool. I was so excited for that release. So
It was an end of an era type video, and that was really
yeah. And it felt good to put together. It felt like everything. I don't know. It was just a nice stamp on all of it. All right. So I don't know Fortnite that well. So Silver, I know you're an expert.
Oh yeah, I'm totally hipping with it. I know what all the cool kids are playing now. Okay.
Right on the money.
I can remember when Fortnite was supposed to be a zombie survival game. That's how it started. I remember in the time before time and long, long ago. I'm going to say if any pony would be skilled at Fortnite, it'd be Applejack. If she can build a barn in an afternoon, she can put together an entire bridge to shoot everyone from far away. And she has the range to do it.
Well, is Fortnite a building simulator?
Well, kinda. Originally, zombie horde coming at you, you had to build defenses and gun them down.
Okay.
But then it shifted into the MOBA, I think it's called MOBA fighting, where you're all thrown into an area, you have to claim guns. The draw is you can build a little tower to be an outpost or sniping point, or you can break someone else's defenses down. They've loaded it with every number of pop culture references and skins, almost Ready Player One levels of cameos.
Like who? Who's in there?
I'm sorry?
The Rock?
The Rock?
Master Chief, I can list off a bunch of buzzwords. Master Chief, Kratos, Rick and Morty. They're putting Invincible in. They've got, they get kids YouTuber channels as well. They get all the YouTubers to go in there.
At one point they were doing Lady Gaga and stuff.
They were actually going to do that. It's crazy. Ariana Grande. You have
Dragon Ball.
My Hero Academia.
Wow, that's some good licensing.
Yes.
It's actually insane how many characters they put in that thing.
Is Fortnite one of the biggest games ever?
Probably, I don't know.
Okay. I'm old, I'm sorry.
So, yeah.
Bigger than Minesweeper?
I don't know, my good sir. You have to find
You're telling me you beat a good game of solitaire, son? You don't know what you're talking about.
You know what? If someone streamed Minesweeper for 24 hours on Twitch, they get millions of views. I guarantee you.
Cool.
Well, thank you for your question.
Oh, did you get my third question?
Oh, what was that question?
Where did Saberspark come from? The name.
Oh, don't answer that.
What was it?
Where did Saberspark come from?
Yeah. Oh no, the name.
Well, you see, when a mommy and a daddy love each other.
The name.
Well, my dad and my mom, after going to the Red Lobster, getting drunk off of garlic nuts, or what do they sell there?
Cheddar biscuits.
Cheddar biscuits.
Cheddar biscuits.
Cheddar made.
Did you say garlic knots?
Garlic nuts.
Oh, they're furs.
Right. Oh, yeah. You asked where my name came from? I played Warcraft back in the day, and I wanted to call myself Scuba Steve because my name's Steven.
Yeah.
It was taken. I went with Saber Steve, and then I made a YouTube account 2 years after that, 2007, and Saber Steve was somehow taken on YouTube, and I'm like, what? And I'm like, well, I like the name Saber. It's fun when people call me Saber. It's so funny. I've been in this fandom for such a long time, and I've never had anybody call me Sabre. Because I had a Warcraft friend who called me Sabre, and I'm like, no, only he ever called me that, no one else ever. Sorry, I digress. So Saber Steve was taken, and I'm like, well, I need a spark of inspiration. I call myself Saberspark.
Oh, that's so cool, bro.
So Saberspark was my name on YouTube. Though I wanted to call myself Professor Pony initially in the Brony Fandom, but that name was taken, thank God. So I just settled Saberspark and uploaded my videos there and never turned back.
All that vote that Saber changes his name to Professor Pony, say aye.
Welcome to my PP channel.
The untold story of Saberspark. Make that a YouTube video.
But yes, that's how I got my name.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
ya. Woo!
Hello, Logan.
All right, for my first question, so with the most recent Bronies React, since you added Hirosashi and DB Pony, are they now replacing Saberspark and Paleo?
You know, I was going to be in this last episode, but I got thrown out. They kicked me out of the Bronies React. I said, oh, sorry.
Yeah, I finally was like,
It's enough. I lost my good boy points. No, I couldn't make it to this one because just some life stuff popped up at really bad timing. But I hope to be back for the next one.
yeah, we actually went, the thing with that React is that while it just released, because of a number of other projects I was working on, plus a couple of trips, my sister recently got married, like there was a lot of stuff since that episode released, but we actually, I filmed, I think the week that came out, I recorded my reaction to it. And then at the time, I actually didn't know if we were going to do a react to it or if I was just gonna put it out as like a Race and Sarah react video. But I decided because I felt like I was starting to see progress in the right direction as far as quality, specifically in the animation, that I was like, you know what, I'd be curious to see what other people on the React crew are thinking about this, but I also intended on this being a smaller React. That's part of why it encompassed a smaller number. Because I was initially thinking like, oh, I'll slam this together and then, get it out quick. And that ended up not happening because, just life stuff that comes up with life. So
gets in the way.
Yeah, so at the time, again, this was months and months ago, Saber was unavailable. And I was like, that's okay, this time. But at least Silver Cool's reliable.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
He's you can take him.
And yeah, so that's, and that might be kind of the approach going forward is maybe sticking with a smaller number of reactors, when we're going through, depending on what it is that we're reacting to. But that's why. It basically started off as something kind of small, and then I hit up both Hero and DB like, hey, would you guys be interested? Not really knowing if they would be, and they both said yes, and so that propped it up to another two. So the answer is yes, they were replacing everybody. Soon it will just be those two doing the reactions.
AI.
Well, except for Viva, with her, it's reactor gone critical.
Yeah,
Viva's never floundered once with her reactions. She never misses. She's the best.
Oh, good old Viva.
And my second and most important question, what is your favorite type of cream soup?
Korean soup?
Cream.
Korean soup.
Do you see how well we hear? By
Cream soup?
Yes. Korean soup.
Yeah, cream soup, eh?
What's that, dearie? Speak up. Speak up for these old ears.
I like creamy chicken noodle soup.
Creamy mushroom in the can, not, I want it still jellified, And just go, and then I'll just take a spoon and just eat it like Yeah.
Cream of chicken and wild rice.
It was wild rice. It's like
That's
in the
hard.
field.
Yeah.
Tame it.
Yeehaw! I'm a cowboy out in Colorado here. We
wild
got wrangle that marijuana.
It's either tamed rice or wild rice. There's no wild rice.
It's okay. We're the Mile High City.
Thank you, Logan.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
So what's the most memorable or unique panel that you've seen or hosted?
Seen or been part of?
Most unique.
Most unique.
Huh. You're better at this than me as far as memories go.
Yeah.
Hosting your old man memories.
I'm getting old.
What did we have for breakfast?
We didn't eat breakfast, you old fool.
See? My memory's better than yours. I'm trying to think. There's certainly been ones. I'm trying to avoid answering any of the ones we've done. Because they're not.
I remember when, like, at BronyCon 2012, when, like, the roof caught on fire and dripped fire on the floor.
Is there anyone that's here that was there at BronyCon 2012? All right, look at that.
Remember that? Where they're like, so the ceiling's on fire.
I was 6 feet from where the glass.
Really? Were you close to Dusty Cax? I remember him standing up being like, get out, and like push, telling people to leave and like ushering them out. Did you sue the convention center? Did you sue the convention center? No, you missed an opportunity. Oh well, not joking.
I think because I'm like there's a lot of panels that have existed under this, like unique panels that have been a lot of fun. I think what I'm going to do is I'll shout out one that is taking place this weekend. It's hosted by Step to Harmony. They do the My Little Dating game, and
that's so much fun.
It is so much fun. I think it's Saturday night.
We did that one last year. It was a blast.
Oh my gosh! So those are a lot of fun. Shout out to their whole crew. They're fantastic cosplayers, and they really get into character. They're great at dancing, and then the panel itself is just like, oh my god. So that one's fun. I would highly recommend it if you haven't been able to visit that one. So.
I haven't seen it before.
I'm trying to think if it was last year's Winnie City or the year before then, where Nicole Dubuque was on the script reading for the guest of honors. She was giving Ray's instructions on how to act out the scene behind them.
Oh, yeah.
So he is throwing himself back and forth, pirouetting at Princess Celestia's command, and just moving all around.
Nicole Oliver was.
Oliver.
Yeah. When you said Dubuque, I was still gonna go with you there, but yeah, that was very tiring.
But you did it wonderfully.
Thank you.
But how often is a guest of honor going to come out a fan by name? Well, she doesn't know what AC stands for, and just instruct him as we do this essentially radio drama.
Yeah,
it's great.
And
Nicole's great.
And I was like, this is the world we live in right now.
This is it.
Taylor's panel was pretty fun at Winnie City.
Yeah, that was fun. Yeah,
he's funny. Him and Red Card, they're hilarious.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hello, Omega.
Oh, you know me.
It's honestly, I can't see your face, but I see the shine.
It's like that thing with Kermit. Remember when Kermit was like standing in front of the car lights? Someone was holding his little suitcase.
Someone talked.
Yeah, that's what you look like with a little light silhouette.
First, a small shout out. Y'all were talking about books earlier. Pendragon series.
Yes.
Anybody?
Yes.
Pendragon series, honestly underrated. I preferred it over Harry Potter. Anyway, I've got a nice, small and simple, dumb question for you. What you doing for dinner tonight?
What are we doing for dinner tonight?
That's right.
Undecided.
Yeah, we don't know yet.
That's the best choice.
Probably cheese curds.
Yeah. Some dense cheese.
Dinner tonight. Every night.
And then no bathroom because you're automatically constipated.
There'll be a big announcement. We're sorry, Who's Line is canceled because half the cast is dead from cholesterol.
Sorry.
Anyway, thank you guys for the panel.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hi, how you guys doing?
We're good.
Good. Kind of a dumb question, but then following up with a question I just thought about. What is your favorite color?
Favorite color?
I've really come around on purple. I like purple. Just a nice vibe to it. Just feels cool.
Any specific shade of purple?
Purple.
Twilight purple?
Nah. I got darker purple. Yeah. Darker purple. Like regal purple.
Yeah.
There you go. What about you, Race?
Blue. Ew. I like blue. I like blue.
You got any blue fans in the audience?
Any fans of blue?
Any fans of Bluey?
Double die.
Yes,
All right. So we'll get to your color in a second, but to your point, so I just caught up with Bluey.
Do you all like Bluey?
Yeah.
We have Bluey fans. Is there anyone here, and I'd expect at least some, that hasn't seen Bluey or hasn't watched Bluey?
It's so cute.
So
if you like ponies, you'll like Bluey.
Yeah, like this was another one of those shows where Sarah was like, hey,
Here we go again.
You want to watch Bluey with me? And I was like, I guess maybe.
Yeah.
Like, it seems like it's a very childish show.
It's
But, oh
so
my God.
good.
Yeah. It
Awesome.
really is. Like, I have so much fun just watching the parents.
Yeah.
Oh.
That show knows how to end an episode. It's very, good.
It's like, and it can be emotional. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, oh. And they hit up good topics too. I was just like, dang, go very. So, who will be at the Bluey convention next year?
That's just a furry convention.
What's your favorite color?
I too am a big fan of blue. A nice deep blue, almost navy.
Who expected him to say silver?
Or
Just me?
all the colors on his jacket.
This
Right.
because I am accepting and celebrates all.
Yay.
So you're a.
What's your favorite color?
Political
Red.
Red?
I like everyone.
I have a story
except
behind
the
it.
Dutch.
What's your story?
Just quick story. My first pet, along with my family dog, was a horse that my dad's cousin got to look after. His name was Red. He was a Burgundy American saddlebred, and he was my first pet death experience in 7th grade.
Wow.
That's why the numbers in Cowgirl 27733, 733 spell out red.
Aw. That's cool.
So it's a small tribute.
That's a nice tribute.
And it's funny because my fiance's favorite color is blue, and so our combined couple color is purple.
Oh, awesome.
And we both love Tangled, so it makes it even better.
That's perfect.
All right.
Thank you.
Well, thank you.
My second question, I'm so sorry. When can we expect an After Dark of Hooves line?
Yes.
You know,
Okay.
can I
And
be...
how can I help you?
So here's something we've discovered. You can chime in on this. 18 plus Who's line is not that much fun. It's not as good as the family friendly kind, because when you have the filter removed, it just feels like you can say whatever and get away with it. I'm gonna drop the F-bomb. I'm gonna say something risque and lewd. Versus the family friendly, where alluding to it and pushing, I guess, the censors is so much more fun. It kind of forces you to have to be like a bit more
Creative.
yeah, you have to be a bit more, I guess, nimble on your feet. And that's why shows like Ren and Stimpy initially were so funny. It's like, you see them toe the line with the censors and trying to get away with things. And some of the best moments from shows are where they do get away. Animaniacs did that a lot. So we did an 18 plus, and this is just my opinion. But like when we did an 18 plus panel for Who's Line years ago, I'm like, this doesn't really hit as much. It feels like we can just say whatever we want, and it doesn't feel as rewarding compared to, okay, let's see what we can get away with.
Yeah, like you said, the creativity goes away a little bit with all of it. Which, by the way, towing the line. This guy's a master at towing the line.
You and Gabe.
Where?
Like almost like you were too good at a point that you actually had an entire game get basically banned from all conventions.
The con was like, be gone.
We had people rolling in the aisles taking up the fetal position from laughing so hard at that one.
What was it? Do you know what I mean?
It was
innuendo, we called it, but basically
if you know what I mean.
If you know what I mean. And,
you were quick on your feet. that game where you switch out letters is like, my ADHD brain is like horrified at the idea of needing to be that fast. But like, you're so good at that. And you're pretty good too.
Right, there you go. It comes from, I do a lot of word association in my head.
Okay.
That's where all the puns come from.
You're very good. You're very
And
quick on
then
your
they
feet.
get punished by it.
Thank you for asking, because that has been brought up to us.
We've got like 3 minutes left, so we're gonna start going through the rest of the line.
we'll get through everybody here in line.
Thank you. Hi.
Hello.
I want a genuine, honest, on what you thought of Starlight. When do you feeling to perform the transition happen? I guess you could say to the now, how you appreciate about her now. If that makes sense.
No, it's not. Sorry, I'm not.
The echo's killing me here. I might just walk over to you.
Sorry, folks.
Okay.
And for the folks asking questions, you're fine. It's just that the acoustics were going
Yeah,
on.
I get I back up a bit.
Plus, I have this walkway in my place.
That's right, yeah.
Race. You want to bring your microphone?
Go race pass.
Go, Race.
like, yeah.
It's your birthday.
Yeah, it's crystal clear.
Okay, so your question. I'm gonna just hang out with you. Hey, hey, what's up?
Yeah.
Rojo. Hell yeah.
Now, about like Starlight. If like how you felt about her like back then, about her back then, like back when the evil to reform and stuff started happening, to the now, like how now you feel.
I gotcha. Okay, so we're asking about Starlight Glimmer and your thoughts basically pre-Reformation and then your thoughts on her now as a reformed individual. I can say for me, and a lot of you that watch the Bronies React know that I went through a time where I was like, I do not like this character at all. And for me, as Starlight like continued to be, I guess, continued to be brought to us as a reformed character and interacted more with Twilight.
I thought she was
with the group.
I thought she was better than Twilight.
I loved her by the end of it. Like I was like, I love this character, and I was like, wow, what a
speaks your mind.
180. So
she just kills Discord. She's like, I'm dead.
I mean, when she was an antagonist, I thought she was an excellent foil to Twilight, a sort of warped vision of friendship. When she was reformed, it was mostly fascinating to see what carried over from her old days, like a heavy reliance on quick solutions using magic. That's her number one default, and a very real lack of boundaries. So it was seeing her struggle with that made her, I think, a very real character. I coined the term Sixth Ranger syndrome. That they tried to do a lot with her early on to get her more normalized in the show, whereas the main six had at least, 5 seasons before she joined up to get used to him. So people, I think, were frustrated with Starlight because she had that much attention early on, but it was because she was coming in pretty late to an established show. Needed a little extra screen time.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. Thank you for your question.
We're gonna do a rapid fire. Thank you.
Thank you.
Rapid fire.
I'm back, and Saber, how do you deny being a furry when you made this plushie last year?
Oh my God, there's no denying it.
Proof.
You can put a price. You can put a price. Thank you for buying it, by the way. I hope you like it. Thank you.
What factions are you gonna go for? Chaos, hero, or villain?
Chaos.
Chaos race.
It's Chaos.
Villain or hero?
Hero.
I like Chaos.
Yeah, Chaos is a tough one to pass up.
Yeah, I'd totally go for Chaos.
Yeah, we're a chaotic group up
Chaos.
here. Thank you, Burger King. Just kidding.
That's Markiplier.
All I see is a crown. I see light and a crown.
It's a Markiplier.
We had a childhood, people. It featured cardboard crowns, and we felt special.
Yeah, that's a compliment.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey, favorite line or favorite joke you've said in all Bronies React?
I quit.
Favorite line that's been said?
Favorite line by you or other people that have been said as a joke through Bronies React of all of them?
Oh man. Oh, if it's one that well, it's not even one that I necessarily said, but I this goes back to when the Cutie Mark Crusaders got their cutie marks. And it's funny because this is still a running gag with, like, whenever I talk with Claire, it'll be brought up every now and then. The pyramids of Giza, that whole joke, if you know, you know. And yeah, like it was referenced. Yeah, Claire still will bring it up and it makes me laugh. I'm like, oh yeah.
Let's see. I remember from Twilight versus T-Rex, Jax was watching, and he's getting so into it. He's just like, yeah, this is great, this is wonderful. He's jumping so much, and next thing you know, he's tipped his chair over. You see his feet in the air, and you just hear, oh, shoot. And I was like, that was it. That was the perfect encompassing of that fight scene right there.
Favorite improv
knock out your own chair is so excited.
There was also, and I won't quote it, but there was a bit in this recent React, and DB Pony said a line that I was like, when I first heard it, I'm like, oh my God, Matt, like, why does this line go so hard? And I won't repeat it here, but I didn't understand that there was a reference to it. So I had to ask him, like, is this from something? Like, what made you say that about, your sister's stuff? And so he was like, oh, it's from Wolf of Wall Street? Wolves of Wall Street?
Yep.
And then I went and found the clip. I'm like, well, I'll include this in there to make sure people understand the reference. What I didn't realize is that the character that the guy was talking to in that movie, he was talking to somebody named Zip. And I'm like, oh my God, this was actually an incredible reference that I otherwise would have missed. And so it otherwise sounds like a really dirty joke, but then you have the reference there and you go, oh, that's why, because I was like, this came out of nowhere, Matt.
Yeah, by the way, your reference to Little Mermaid homage was incredible.
Thank you.
Poor unfortunate Twilight. So sad. So purple.
Thank you. You do better than I do.
You do it much better than
Oh, hey, our final question here, folks. Make some noise for the final question. No pressure.
Oh, there's a lot of pressure here. So hypothetically, say someone hasn't watched your guys' show, how would you describe it?
Don't watch it.
What was it?
No. So hypothetically, if someone hasn't watched our show, how would you describe it? How would you describe Bronies React?
I describe it as showing the vast spectrum of humor that resides within an unexpected fandom.
Oh, there's that unexpected
fandom, yeah.
Extremely unexpected.
Right, extremely unexpected journey. Cringe. I don't know. The human spirit, because this guy won't let us stop.
Ever. No,
perseverance.
Yeah, it's a fun kind of humorous take on reactions that are in some way possibly overblown, or in other cases very genuine, to a show that we all love and a generation that we followed through, and there's a lot of stuff that exists, a lot of old reacts that people still bring up. So, some people ask, where do you start? I don't know, outside of saying, I guess, the first one, or the most recent one. But yeah, as long as someone gets some form of amusement out of it, I feel like I did my job. So,
yep.
So thank you for your question, your hypothetical question. Thank you to all of you for coming out to the Bronies React panel. And more importantly, guys, thank you so much. We've been hearing big things about the amount of people here this weekend. Thank you for supporting Ponyville Ciderfest 2023. Helping keep these Brony conventions going. It's all you guys, so thank you so much.
All right.
And that's going to be a wrap.
What's the next panel we go to? Oh, Silvercoat, do you have a panel today?
You have a panel?
I've got Spectrum of Thought at 4:30.
Cool.
Okay. Who's going to be at Hooves Line tomorrow? All right. That'll be our next big thing.
Yep.
Is tomorrow. That's at 1? 1
until 2:30.
2 o'clock.
It's tomorrow in here, so don't miss it. You all have a great rest of your Friday, and thank you for coming on out.
Take care, folks. See y'all around.
Happy birthday, ACRacebest. No shit.
Every cheese curd flavor.